Alright, how we doing? Konza here, bringing you episode 4 of The Void. No real plans for this episode. The plan is pretty much just to survive. We want to get a bunch more colonists, and we have a raid coming in from the ferals. They aren't attacking us just yet, or maybe they are. Amazing. We'll get everyone ready, we'll put them into their defensive positions. We do have a royal tribute collector coming in as well, who hopefully should give us a bit of a hand. Against the ferals, I am not too worried. They're not super well equipped or armoured. We do want their trench coats though, because the trench coats seem quite good and they will be useful for us. We do need to assign Kerry a defensive position because she doesn't have one. So we'll put her just there. Yeah, it looks like the royal tribute collectors are fighting Edward. And then the other guys are coming in through the front. We should be able to absolutely gun them down. We'll move Kerry across to here so she'll have a better line of fire on the guys. And we'll save that defensive position. We'll get Loser to come out, take down Paul, and then everyone else can get back to work. And what we do need to do is we need to keep moving these corpses away. What I'm thinking is maybe remove this from the home zone but leave the walls in, and then just chuck down grenades there to burn everything off. We'll get Kerry on the hauling. I do want these weapons for in case a trader shows up, and then we can go sell them off because they should sell for a decent amount, not a crazy amount, but a decent amount nonetheless. We're going to need to put some weapon storage in because we are running low on storage. So we'll just put them across the top wall here. 2 should do for now. I think we are doing alright. We don't have anything that we really want to sell them. We don't have any gold, and Borba we kind of want for ourselves. What we will do, just to speed up the recruiting, is we'll put a table in here for them and put a chair so they can eat at the table so they don't get the mood debuff from it. We've got a solar flare, doesn't really affect us too much. We should have enough food to see us through until the power goes back on. And we need to start cutting down marble blocks. Because we want to start tiling this area around here and start tiling the rooms so the guys don't get the ugly environment debuff. Because we are getting a lot of debuffs at the moment. And we'll put Kerry onto Smith and Taylor because she has a minor passion for it. And that means hopefully we can get these blocks out as quickly as possible. We're going to change the storage on this to allow weapons and items. And we'll copy that and then we'll paste that into the next one. Then all we do is we put haul urgently onto the stockpile zone. And then as and when people have time, they can chuck it into the cabinets for us. Levin's rested. We'll get him to start hauling the stuff from down here. Or maybe he won't. Amazing. And we got another orc raid coming in, which isn't good. And this one looks bigger than the last one. And we don't even have any royal tribute collectors. They did not stay around long at all. So the orcs are faster than us and they're very hard to take down. So I am expecting losses in this one. Everyone to their defensive positions. Yeah, this is not going to go well for us. I think that is pretty safe to say. We've got to start pulling back. Hopefully as we retreat and they run at us, we can knock them down. Move out the way of the short bows. Okay, some of them are fleeing, but then we've also got a group coming at us. Okay, they're probably going to try and kidnap Levin. We need to make sure Loser stays up because he's got the stub carbine and that is our best weapon. Looks like they're about to take Kiki down as well. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Levin's bleeding out in 8 hours. We need to change the work on Kerry. Swap her over to Doctor, put it on 9, but it does mean that she can tend to herself. She won't get a good 10 quality, but at least she'll be able to get tended to. But we are going to need to pick 11 up before because he bleeds out in 8 hours, whereas Kiki bleeds out in 12. But the issue with the Orc raids is they've got some pretty decent equipment. So all that ends up happening is it just skyrockets your wealth. And what we'll do is we'll get Loser to pick up all of the medicine. And then once we're into the room, we'll drop all the medicine on the ground. Then that means he's not going to have to be running backwards and forwards to go and get it. Okay, Kerry's alright. Kiki's being tended to. Levin's being tended to. And thankfully it's nothing too bad at the moment. Right. So far so good. Not amazing, but things have gone worse for us. I don't get how these keep being able to get into our base. Kerry's got an infection. We'll get Kerry to rest until healed. Kiki can go back to doing what Kiki does. And we've got to hope Borba joins us soon. We are not looking like we're in a good situation. Kerry's got a second infection. Major infection 43 on her left leg, immunity 33, and then right leg is 12 to 33. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Worst case scenario, we just chop her legs off. That's actually super morbid when you say that out loud. We'll get Loser to come in and kill off this angel moth. Yeah. We do need to expand our hill root grow zone, but then I'm also going to need planters because we are just not getting any crops out at the moment. How bad is it on Gary? 67 to 79. No, we're going to need to take her leg off. Amputate left leg. Okay, cool. So she should be alright. We're going to need to install a peg leg then. Left peg leg. Cool. Not ideal, but it does mean once we find some prosthetics or something, we can just bang onto her and she'll be fine, if not better. Cool. Kerry looks like she's going to be alright. Got Blackwater security coming in. What sort of helmet is that? That looks well weird. Oh, it's the top knock. So we've got an adamantium helmet and what looks like 2 ceramite helmets. Those helmets will be super good if we can get them. But I am half tempted just to up and abandon this base, because we are not doing super well. Not that we can even carry anything. We haven't got much food. Well, we've got plenty of food, but we're just hoarding so much rubbish at the moment that is just putting up our wealth. So we started at 23,000. We're now at 68, but we've got very little to show for it. We've got worse colonists and we've got less of them than when we started, but we've got way more kit. Gigi, what are you after, mate? You're not going all that way for a bottle of beer, you alcoholic. And it looks like they're making the siege. So yeah, I reckon it's time to abandon colony and then we go somewhere else. If we can get, we should have some decent kit. With that decent kit we should be able to sell it off. Once we sell it off we should be able to get a couple bits of power armor. With that power armor we're going to be in a way better situation than where we are now. And we have plenty of medicine. We're just not going to be able to carry much, which is the main issue. We do have the Astartes mod, so theoretically what we could do is we could chop up the bodies. Once the bodies are chopped up we could then give our guys gene seeds, but not a massive fan of that because that makes your guys so insanely powerful that yeah they can just literally solo whole invasion forces by themselves. I think it's going to be time to jump ship. Or the other way of doing it is we wouldn't actually have to abandon it. We just head down to here. It will only take like 2 days. Let those guys like wreck the base a bit. Then we come back, fix it up. It'll be worth less. And then if it's worth less, we won't get as big attacks coming in and we can just rebuild it quite simply. Yeah, so the Aramite Parasword, worth 4,000, 1,800 on that. These are pretty cheap, but will sell for a decent amount. Sell for a decent amount. I just hope I've got some guys that are good at sales. Mini grenades are cheap and sell for an alright amount. They're cheap and sell for a decent amount. The Frumbo Fur uniform is pretty decent and sells for a decent amount. I'll take the components because I don't want to lose those. Travel supplies. Take a bunch of the rice. As much hill route as we can because we don't want to lose that. Alright, send. And let's hope this works out. So plan is they come in, ruin the base. Base isn't worth as much. And then we can get out. Okay, Kerry got hit by a mortar. Which is super annoying. Kerry's dead. Not an issue. Kiki's still on draft, so we've got to take him off that. Levin's gone into Sadistic Rage. This is not looking good for us. Okay, we'll move from Caravan. And we'll try this again. Looks like someone happened to Borba because he's not on the list anymore. He might have got hit by a shell. It's a bit heavy for what it is at LMG, so we're not going to take that. Looks like the rest of the stuff's already on the guys. We just need to take the components. Take all the simple meals. As much health kit as we can. And send. Let's hope this works out. Are they going to pick Levin up, or what's going to happen? Let all of that burn. Kiki, what you... Oh, mate. Okay, Kiki's gonna die. Kiki's dead. Levin, do you have anything? Levin's gonna bleed out. I'm not even sure if we lost the Aeromite helmet, that's annoying. Did anyone have any of that good kit? That's what we need. We need that Aeromite sorted, otherwise we're not really going to be able to afford much. Mate, why can't I click this? Go on. We're going to be able to do this. Okay, we got the sword. Drop that. Can you pick this up? What have you got that's so heavy? Bunch of potatoes. Why do you have jade? Alright, I think that's about the best we're going to get. That's fine, I'll deal with that later. Alright, so we've got no medicine. We've actually have nothing to sell. Loser is now on fire, amazing. And is in a bad mood. But we managed to leave the tile. And we still have the stub carbine. Okay, well, that didn't go well. That really, really didn't go well. Let's just hope they got some power armor or something. That is pretty much all we are here for. We can sell that. They won't buy the adamantium scorpion blade. Okay, so they literally won't buy anything. And all the rest of the stuff's been lost. We'll manage to save the components. So yeah, we basically just lost the whole colony for nothing. Right, we'll head to the item stash. Just because there's not really too much more we can do. We need to wait until they destroy the base and then we can return. And that should be dropping the value of our base quite a lot. Yeah. Then hopefully we can hold. We need to okay, that was odd. We need to redesign the base so it's smaller because it's going to be way too much work for Loser by himself. Got some orcs now coming in. Anything that hasn't been destroyed, I'm pretty sure they're just going to ruin as well. Cool. Okay, he's out of food, which obviously is not good. Can't see his needs right now. And we're going to need to go in and get some of this done super quick. Hopefully kill some stuff off so we can eat it, because he is now out of food. And he's got a major break risk. And we're moving across a temperate swamp, so he's going to move super slowly. Yeah. He might actually just starve to death before we get there. Which I guess is a pretty real possibility. Oh well. These things happen. Okay, and the quest expired. Okay, abandoned colony. We'll settle here. Okay, this is now the new tile that we're on. It's not a particularly good one, that's for sure. We should be able to kill off a buffalo, put down a butcher spot, eat the meat, get a little bit more healthy, and then we are going to carry on and try to trade off that adamantium sword for something decent. Okay, we're going to need to put him on to cook, even though he can't cook. Where did I put that butcher spot? Just there. Butcher creature. Okay, he's on a sad wander. That is not crazy bad. He is now eaten, so his mood will increase. We'll have extremely low expectations. He's got malnutrition, extremely low expectations, sanguine, healthy. His rival died. Cornus died, slept outside, slept on the ground, slept in the cold, hungry. My friend died, ate raw food, recreation deprived, ravenously hungry. Yeah, not great. Has to be said. So we'll claim that bed. We'll take these walls. can't even reinstall them there. Okay, we'll move it down here so it's on some solid ground. And hopefully that should get rid of a bunch of the debuffs for him. We'll put a roof over it so it won't class as being outside. We'll stay here for tonight and then we'll move back on tomorrow. Put a stockpile zone there. And we'll prioritise hauling the sword. Prioritise hauling the components. And I think tomorrow we should be good to go. We're going to need to kill another buffalo for some more food, so we have something to travel with. Ooh, so long as he doesn't die from being attacked. We don't have any medikits. Did not deal with that one very well at all. Okay, tending to himself. When there's a bunch of spiders about. We'll allow those. Plan's going to be so the spiders don't eat them. We can strip them down for their meat. We can travel with the meat. It only lost us a couple days, but it should be enough to get us to the next town. Then we'll abandon this colony and move on and keep doing that until we have some decent kit. And if we're lucky, a muffalo might self-tame, even though obviously we've killed all of them, but an animal might. And then if the animal self-tames, then we're going to be able to carry more stuff. Claim these walls for the moment. The spiders will try to eat the meat, but the meat's not going to last anyway, so it's not a massive issue for us. Quite comfortable, that's good. Oh, I didn't realise you didn't like Kiki, and I think it's time to go. We've only really got these guys up here we can trade with. So I think we go down. Actually, no, we'll just go that way. Reset. Cancel. Okay, he's taking a whole load of muffalo meat. We'll take the adamantium sword, just in case we can sell it. We can take all the muffalo fur. We'll take as many components as we can. And send. Okay, on the travels we got a collection of goods. Well, collection of goodies. It doesn't really seem worth going to, so we'll give that a miss. We'll abandon the colony and move on. Let's see what Yorkies can do. They don't move very fast. They can haul, but not much. They make a good companion, but they're also weak and probably going to die. We'll sell the muffalo meat off because it is going to rot soon. We'll sell the blue fur off because we don't want to be carrying it. And they do not want that adamantium sword, which is unfortunate. But we could sell the components and take a gene seed, which for the time being would make our guy absolutely useless, because it just absolutely nukes your stats until you take like 20 of them. But it does mean he would be alive. Otherwise he is going to die off. Okay, so we'll sell the components and we'll take one gene seed. We didn't buy any food. No. Little bit of an issue that. We kind of need food. Okay, they'll give him 2 days. That'll be enough for him to get to where he needs to go. Okay, we'll investigate the small ruins. Worst case scenario, we find some animals to kill. Or we get attacked by a whole massive group of bandits and raiders. We cannot fight this. Okay, we'll consume the gene seed, which is going to make loser considerably better. And then seeing as we're committing to it, there's too many of them, we've got to pull back. He's going to die if he stays there. Shame. I think he also drops everything. So moving is at 34%, manipulation is at 44%. Which is what I mean, it's like really good later on, but at the start it just nukes out your colonists. He's got an infection. He is healthy, so he should be able to fight off that infection, but he is also going to need to be working or he's going to starve to death. We've got no medicine, so yeah, we're doing amazing. Well, we can make a room here, which will be a decent enough room for now. Got some wooden beds. We got a whole group of muffalo. So if we can survive and we can stay in this area for a little while, we have a chance of one of the muffalo self-taming. Once that self-tames, we can pack it full of kit and we can start to move. We will allow everything. We'll claim the door. Get Loser going and have a little look. Cool, we'll turn this into the stockpile zone. We'll get him to eat and then put him to bed. So make the room a bit smaller. Well, actually, we can just move it across to here. That'd be a lot easier. Claim that, claim that. Reinstall. Reinstall. It's a good quality bed, so we'll take that. We'll reinstall this here. Cool. That seems alright. I don't think sleeping outside is going to do his infection any good. Immunity is 17%, the infection is 28%. Not sure why it's not letting me select it to move it. You're set to construction. This is weird. So we can, oh there we go, amazing. Deconstruct that instead. Move the door across. Set to medical. Rest until healed. And hopefully this isn't too late. 50 to 80. Not a chance, and that thing's going up rapid. Okay, we've got Men in Black coming in. He's got an ambrosia addiction. Cool. And loser is dead. And now we're left with woods. We'll equip the stub carbine. And I think that is the end of the playthrough then. All the colonists died. We got the Men in Black event, but I should have disabled that. And yeah, so what we're taking from this is I suck at Rimworld. Alright, well thank you very much for watching. I've been Conzi. All your likes, comments, sub support have been amazing. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one.